Hi, I'm Elysia Sky. When I was 24, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer in my right breast and axillary lymph nodes. It was a shock, to say the least. I don't have cancer in my family, and everybody's reaction is, "Oh my God, you were so young." But I feel like I've gone through so much in my life. I didn't really feel like I was that young to get cancer. I found it because I was in the shower. I'd gotten in a fight with my boyfriend, and I was pissed off, and I was doing the "I'm going to take a shower to cool off" thing, and my pinky just kind of grazed right here, and there was a lump. And I think I have a really good intuition about things. Maybe that's the female in me, but my life flashed before my eyes in 6th grade health class of this, breast with a bean being passed around, feeling this is what cancer feels like. I was like, oh, that's it, I have cancer. And it was just sort of a knowingness about it, because I felt like I know my body this well, like this isn't right. And sure enough, I was diagnosed a couple days later with two tumors, and it was stage 3. And I was told I had to get a double mastectomy followed by chemotherapy and radiation. And I fought with my doctor. I didn't want to lose my breasts. They were my confidence, my power, my favorite thing about my body, my entire life, actually. I always used them as a distraction versus anything else I didn't like about my body. I could always draw attention here, and I knew that that was something good about me, when other things maybe I felt weren't. And a lumpectomy wasn't an option because it was in my lymph system. So we went with a mastectomy, and I was pissed. And I felt like my breasts were being taken away from me versus these doctors were trying to save my life. And, I'm coming from a place of always having great breasts. At 12 years old, I developed really quickly, and I was the hottest 12-year-old ever. And throughout my teenage years and my early 20s, it was just always something that I identified with myself as beautiful and perfect, and would have never considered getting breast implants. And now I have implants, and I also have nipples that are grafted from skin from my thighs. And I realized during this process that I associated nipples with sexuality, and not having nipples for almost a year made me feel like a sexless being, and it took away a lot of my femininity, more so than losing my breast tissue. But I wound up getting, new nipples from my thighs, and they are tattooed to be the same color as they were before, and now I love them, and they're not exactly the same. They're different. My doctor did an amazing job at making them look as close to how they looked before, and as natural as they could be. But I know that there's some things about them I don't like. Like, I don't like how there's scarring here, and when I lean over, there's this scar tissue that attaches it, and there's blood vessels, and my pectoral muscles in the front. So if I do that, my breasts contract, and it's awkward. And it took me a long time to get comfortable with that myself, and like with other people seeing it. And again, that just goes back to knowing who you are and accepting who you are. And that doesn't mean accepting what sucks and what's great and loving the whole package, because that's just bullshit, and I don't think anyone's capable of it. And what my friend Andrea has taught me, and what I've figured out over the years, is that true self-acceptance is really realizing where you're magnificent and kind of living from that place. And that's what I'm doing now.